Hello everybody, today I'm bringing you two beautiful DIYs, mostly from items from Dollar Tree. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first DIY. Okay, you guys, this is gonna be real easy. All I did was use a bunch of these wood sticks that I ordered from Amazon, and I cut like 10 pieces, almost like in a triangle shape. I mean, all I'm showing you here is that I just take two long sticks, use some hot glue. I use wood glue together with the hot glue because I want to make it more secure, because it's gonna be like a little bit flimsy, but it worked out. And after you made like almost the triangle shape, you're just gonna cut, depends on how big you want your shape or your star. And that's what I'm doing right here, showing you where you're supposed to cut. Like I say, depending how big you want your shape. And I glue them all together, like so. And after the star was done, I just go ahead and proceed to use some Waverly wax, antique wax, and stain the whole star. And I don't know, you guys, why I was using this big sponge brush, but it worked out at the end. So So after the piece was dry, I just go ahead and use one of this star was something that I got left from the 4th of July. I don't know if you guys see this in Dollar Tree before, but it's three pieces. I think it's one red, one white, and one blue. So I just go ahead and cut the red one because it matched more my home decor, and it got like a small burlap bow in top of the star next to the little piece, the jute piece that is in the top to hang it. So I just go ahead and leave that piece over there together with the star, and I just go ahead and glue it in top of the biggest star. And you guys, this is real simple to do. I mean, like, honestly. Then to complete the whole thing, I use some of this greenery, and I'm not sure if yeah, it's from Dollar Tree. I was about to say that I wasn't sure it was from Dollar Tree, but yeah, you can see the tag over there. That's from Dollar Tree. Some red berries and some greenery. This greenery is absolutely gorgeous. It got like a sun scarch, like a sun snowy, shiny. That's how I can describe it. I don't know, but it is beautiful. So I take and I go ahead and cut like 4 pieces, and I just glue like some pieces, like 2 in the side, in one side, and then 2 in the other, and then glue a couple of red berries in the middle of the greenery, in the bottom of the top of the star, and that's all I did for this piece, and I completely love it, and I really hope you guys like it too. Okay, you guys, let's just jump into the second DIY. For this second DIY, I came out with this beautiful grid. You guys, I'm not an expert doing this, but let me tell you about this lady that I've been following. She's from UK. Her channel name is Polypod the Pet Polypod the Petal Polypod the Petal I'm gonna try to let the link of her channel down in the description below. She's amazing. She's my favorite. I've been following her from the beginning that she started her channel, and I've been trying to learn like most that I can. So she's my favorite. I completely, if you are into grid or um, flower arrangements and stuff like that, you're gonna love her. I really, really, really recommend her. So I'm gonna try to explain this the best of my ability, because like I say, I'm not an expert, and all I did was use the mesh from Dollar Tree. I cut 25 pieces for the whole grid. I used 15 in the outer side and 10 pieces in the inside. One mesh is not enough, so I ended up using another roll from Walmart, but the roll from Walmart was bigger, so I have to like cut it and make it look like in the same size from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if I'm making it sense, but I cut 25 pieces, then 12 inches long, like you see me doing here. I'm using my ruler because I want to be sure that all the pieces was in the same size. And yeah, then after all my pieces were done, I just proceed and use the pipe cleaner. I was absolutely mad because I thought that I have enough of the black ones, the black pipe cleaners, but I wasn't, so I ended up using some red and some black. But because the mesh was black and red, you can really see the difference, so it doesn't look that bad in my opinion. So I just go ahead and put 3 pieces in each of the, you see the wreath have 5 spaces, five spaces. So in each of the 5 spaces I put 3 in the outer side, 3 pipe cleaners in the outer side, and 2 pipe cleaners in the inside. But what I'm doing right here is putting 3 in the outer side first, and I complete the outer side before, and then I proceed and I did the inside. That's how it worked for me. I mean, probably it's another way to do this, but that's how it worked for me. So that's how I'm explaining it to you. And you see that piece of the in the middle over there, that long piece where I'm putting the pipe cleaner right now, I try to double it over there, like going in between of the piece of wire that is in the grid, and I try to put the pipe cleaner when I reach that part over there. And after I put the pipe cleaners, I put like a little bit of like a dot of hot glue. Like that, I prevent the pipe cleaners to be, moving around. So yeah, I keep doing the same thing until I complete the whole grid, and it's more easy for me when I'm ready to put the mesh in the grid. And those pipe cleaners are gonna stay long like that until I complete I finished to put everything that I'm gonna put in the grid, and then at the end I cut them. So I'm pretty sure you guys see this a bunch of times, but this is my, you know, my way, my style for say something. Also, you guys, when you are putting these pipe cleaners in the grid, you try to go like twice and do it like firm, kind of tight, but not that tight to break the pipe cleaner, if I'm making sense. Because it happened to me in the past too. So after I complete the whole grid with all this long spider legs, that one over there, the first piece that you see of the mesh over there, I just decided to leave that over there because I want to be sure where I'm supposed to go, continue to put the rest of the mesh. And like you see me doing here, I decide to do it this way, but other people do it in another way, in the way that I'm rosking the mesh over here. I want mine to look like this, but it's another way to do this because I see people do it in a different way, but I want mine to look like this. It's like a bow, but it's not a bow, if I'm making sense. But like you see me doing here, I just go ahead and complete the whole grid with the mesh inside, in the inside part and in the outside part. So like you see me doing here, like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you once more. You see this piece that I'm doing right here? This is one of the pieces from the Walmart mesh. I don't know if you can tell in the video that it's bigger than the first two that I just showed you. But at the end, after I placed it in the grid, I ended up to remove it and cut it at the same length from like the Dollar Tree one, because it wasn't looking, right. I don't know if you can tell over here that it's longer. You see, it's longer than the Dollar Tree mesh. But I ended up taking it off and cutting the mesh to the right length. You have to tie at least twice the pipe cleaner. I mean, that pipe cleaner doesn't go nowhere because you see me putting some glue. It's really important because if not, it's gonna start moving around the grid, and that's not what we want. So yeah, I just go ahead and make like a little roll, and then when I'm almost at the end of the piece of grid, there you go. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm trying to say here. And that's all I did until I complete the whole grid. Okay, you guys, now the grid have all the mesh on, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing the bows. All I did was this peppermint, I call it peppermint ribbon. I cut 10 pieces and from this one silver I cut 10 pieces also. So the only difference was the silver one, it was 8 inches. Hold on, people. 10 inches from the silver one, and then from the peppermint one I cut 8 inches. I just wanted, the peppermint one ribbon look a little bit smaller, and actually it's smaller than the silver one. So after I cut each of the pieces, I just go ahead and do all the ends like I'm showing you right over here. You see, like that the ends look like prettier, and I'm pretty sure you guys know how to I'm showing you over here how many inches of the peppermint ribbon I was about to cut. Like I said before, 8 inches. And you guys, each of the pieces are exactly 8 inches. I'm not saying that you have to do it like that. Like, you guys take whatever you need from the video, and the rest you can leave it. I decided to do it 10 and 8 inches, but you can do it bigger, you can do it smaller, and a different ribbon. You just make your own twist of the piece they are you deciding to do. So yeah, and I just keep doing the ends of each of the pieces of ribbon like so. And for real, it make the bows and the grid in whole to look more prettier when you do the ends like this, or in your favorite way. And this is what I like, so this is what I did. I mean, I'm not going to show you how I did each of the pieces of ribbon. I'm just trying to show you. I mean, probably it's people who doesn't know how to do these cuts. I call it how you call this? If somebody know how you call what is the name of this cut, like, you can leave it in the comments below. But I just know that it made the ends and the ribbon and the bows, whatever you're doing, look much prettier. So after I was done cutting the ends of, from all the ribbons, I just placed the small ribbon, the peppermint ribbon, in top of the silver one, and I look for the middle of the two pieces. I double them in half. Look for the middle and then pinch it between two fingers in the same middle of the ribbon, and I'm go ahead and place it in the pipe cleaners and try to tighten the best that I can, and that's how they look, and I completely love it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you once more how I did it. I placed the small ribbon on top of the biggest one. Look for the middle of the ribbon. You can cut it in half like I'm doing here, and then pinch it right there in the same middle. And just go ahead and place it on top of the mesh and tie it with the pipe cleaner. Real simple. I mean, it's some work, involved in doing the grid, but the results are, it's worth it. At least in my most humble opinion. I mean, probably this is not for everybody, but I'm pretty sure some people like it. And I just like that, I just go ahead and complete the whole grid. And this is how it look after all the ribbon was placed in top of the mesh. Absolutely gorgeous. And then after, I wasn't sure in the beginning what I was going to place in top of the middle of in any place of the grid, but I know I was going to put something. And I remember that I bought these two bells in Dollar Tree, and I don't know you guys, but I love them. I think they sell them in gold and red, if I'm not mistaken. And I just cut a piece of flower, a flower wire, and I take the piece of wire and I put it through the little hole in top of the bell, like you see me doing here. And after I did that, be sure that you place a little piece, a long piece of wire, because like that you have enough to tie it in top of the grid. And of course it's better to be longer than shorter. Once it's shorter, you're gonna have to cut another piece. So yeah, you place it in top of the grid and then you tie it in the back, and like that this piece is complete. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it. And if you do, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, like that YouTube notice me a little bit more, and also help my channel to keep growing. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, people. And this is the final reveal, people. I completely love it. And like I always say, I hope that you guys like it too. On to the next one, people.